I dressed down the commanding general. I recently returned to the IT world, and this story recently returned to my mind. We are having network issues here at work, so I decided to go ahead and jot this down. I know this is military heavy, but still concerning IT. This happened about 16 years ago when I was deployed to Eastern Europe with the Army. I was a member of the G6, basically military help desk. Despite my rank, E4/specialist, I was one of the go-to people for tech problems, CAST, $me, at the time, a lowly specialist, E4, but part of the head tech team, lost hopelessly in the pursuit of getting my E5, sergeant rank, $SGM, my sergeant major, E9, basically my big boss on the enlisted side of things. $CG, commanding general, the boss of the entire mission. For you civilians out there, he was the equivalent of a CEO. $CSM, command sergeant major, my $SGM boss, he would be like a COO. Now for some military context, we had two networks: the NIPRNet, non-classified, and the CIPRNet, classified, then there was the top secret network. All of these were regulated by AR 25-2, which laid out very specific rules for all of these networks. One of which was you do not under any circumstances have the NIPRNet and CIPRNet on the same computer. There are even rules for laying out the cabling, saying like you can't have NIPR and CIPR cables within a foot of each other. Now, as you can probably imagine, the majority of these people were up in age, and really didn't know the ins and outs of technology, etc. $SGM got it though. He told us that he was just a nerd and we lower enlisted, sergeants and below, were the geeks, and while he was trying to become a geek, he would trust us with the mission, and anything that we wanted to do, as long we could justify it, he would take it to the brass, and keep the brass off our. So one day, $SGM and I were walking and talking about some aspects of the mission. Usual type stuff. We happen to walk past the $CG office, and we hear from inside, $CG, $SGM. Up. Need to talk to you. So we look at each other and silently said to each other, now what? So we dutifully walk into his office, and lock up, parade rest. $SGM and me, yes sir? $CG, yeah, I was just wondering if it would be possible to have the NIPRNet and CIPRNet on my computer here. I don't want to have to go to another room to check the CIPRNet. My gut just flipped. I just looked at $SGM. $SGM, op, you want to handle this? I could only imagine the look on my face towards the SGM. He had totally thrown me under the bus/half track. I looked at the $CG, and took a breath. $me, sir, permission to speak freely? $CG, of course, go ahead. I took a deep breath, say a very quick prayer, and look at him dead in the eyes, and said, sir, are you outside your mind? $CG, taken aback, excuse me, specialist op? $me, sir, AR 25-2 clearly states that all NIPR and CIPR connections must be on different machines, and the CIPR computers go through a completely different imaging procedures than the NIPR computers do. More policies are put in place to prevent removable media, and other registry entries are put in place so that rogue software cannot be installed. But I tell you what, sir, if you want me to do that, fine. I will do it under protest. While I am at it, I'll put in a third network card to where you can have the top secret network on this unit so you won't have to go to the SIF, the top secret squirrel building, to get your high-level briefs, and you won't be that far away from your coffee maker. And when all the alarms go off at the U.S. Army Europe, National Guard Bureau, DoD, don't come crying to me. Oh, you want me to run it to the hooch, barracks, too? $CG, specialist. $me, gulp, yes, sir? $CG, you've made your point. Both of you are dismissed. About face and walk out. Get out to the hallway. $SGM grabs my shoulder and spins me around. And glares me down. $SGM, specialist op, you don't talk to a general that way. $me, I had permission to speak freely, and I was just quoting regulation and pointing out how insane his idea was. I did nothing wrong. $SGM, just glaring at me. And eventually turns into a smile, good job. Punches me on the shoulder, I have never sweated so many bullets. The next day, I get a call from the $CSM, telling me to get to his office immediately. Ooh boy. So I snap to, head over the $CSM office. Knock 3 times, custom, he says get in here now. Oh. Me, at parade rest, yes, $CSM? $CSM, specialist op, what in the hell did you tell the old man yesterday? I knew the $CG was out of the office, because we enlisted only that term behind his back, I know, wrong. Me, $CSM, I just reminded $CG about the regulation regarding network protocols as described in Army Regulation 25-2. $CSM, I know the regulation specialist op. Me, yes, $CSM. He got up from his desk and walked up right in front of me. I am about 5'11". He is well over 6 feet, somewhat intimidating. $CSM, you know what problem I really have specialist op? Me, no, $CSM. $CSM, I have been wanting to talk to him like that since the very beginning of the mission. And you got by with IT. You know how bad that makes me look? I should bust you back to civilian. Me, I just did my job $CSM. $CSM, I know. And you're good at it. Me. $CSM, starting to smile, and calm down. And that's why I am so happy you're on this mission with us. Me, internally keeping my nerves in check, I'm honored to be here, $CSM. $CSM slaps me on the shoulder. At ease op. You did the right thing. Now. I do have an email problem. Me, internally eye-rolling, and thinking figures, I helped $CSM out and returned to my desk. I was promoted to sergeant a few weeks later. ETA, I want everyone here who has said that I yelled at the general. I did not. I used a stern voice, yes, but I did not yell at him. I put that text in bold just to emphasize my frustration with such a request considering the security issues that we were already dealing with after the TOA, transfer of authority, that were left to us by the previous unit, and that request almost pushed me over the brink. While using sarcasm, I kept my composure, and my voice at a respectful level. Also, I think that overall, my promotion was just a happy coincidence, and I am not saying that event had anything to do with it. I had done my time, I had earned my stripes, and it was just weird that it happened so close to that event. Just a weird coincidence. Lastly, I appreciate all the upvotes and awards. I didn't expect this to blow up like it has. Hua to my military brothers and sisters. Story 2. You're going to cost me an entire day of work. IT support for a medium-sized business that uses O365. Employees create tickets when they need help, usually by email, but this time in the end, spoiler alert, it turned out to be, we'll call her Karen, because she's a Karen, Karen's email that was the problem, so she called IT instead of emailing us. The person that answered her call and took her info was already pretty busy, so he asked if he could pass the ticket to me to work on, and I said sure. Ticket said the following: Karen is reporting that she is unable to log into Teams. I mentally marked this as low priority and put it in my queue to take care of once I had worked through the more important things. 20 minutes later we get another call, it's Karen again, and she's mad and says that she's getting ready to clock out because she can't get anything done and we're not helping her, and this is urgent, and she's going to report an entire day of productivity lost, thanks to IT not fixing her computer, yada yada yada. You get the idea. I tell my coworker to go ahead and transfer the call to me because I know that regardless of the reality or facts she'll follow through with her threat and we'll end up in trouble. Fucking Karen. So with Karen now on the phone, the conversation goes something like this: ever since you made us all get the stupid text messages to log into our accounts, I've had nothing but problems, and now it's not sending me any texts and I can't log in, and I'm working from home today, and how are we supposed to get signed in if the texts aren't coming through? I was just turning my computer off and about to clock out because you're not helping me, and what am I supposed to do because you can't send me a text? Hi Karen. The message that I got was that you're having some trouble logging into Teams. Is that right? Can you give me some details on the situation? Not just Teams. I can't log into anything. I go to Office. Com and try to log in, and it's supposed to text me a code to type in, but I keep trying and no matter what it won't send me any texts or codes. Okay Karen, can you go ahead and give it another shot while I'm on the phone with you? Fine, I've got it up now on the screen again and I'm still not getting any texts. Thanks, Karen. Can you do me a favor and please read the message box on the screen, word for word, and confirm exactly what it says? Verify your phone number. We will send a verification code to 12. To verify that this is your phone number, enter. The last. Less than silence, followed by a tap 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 of keyboard keys and a phone notification noise a few seconds later. Well, this is ridiculous, it's working now. That's great news. Anything else I can do for you today? No. That's all. Okay, thanks for reaching out to us, Karen. Have a great day.